Some people have written in my DMs, they've asked me if I'm going to be talking about the war that's now happening between the US and Israel against Iran. And I don't know if people are asking because, I talk about the news on here and current events, or if it's because I'm Lebanese, so I have ties to the region, and like pretty much my whole family is still there. And I want to answer that question, but before I do, I want to say this. The people of Iran deserve to be safe and free from a regime that has been holding them prisoner for years. But in that same breath, no good has ever come from the US and Israeli military strikes and imperialism in the Middle East. None. Their plans have nothing to do with liberating the Iranian people. Otherwise, they wouldn't have bombed an elementary school and killed over 85 little girls. I am actually so sick of people saying that the US and Israel did this to save the Iranian people. They don't give a fuck about the Iranian people. They would kill the entire country if it meant that they were able to accomplish and have whatever it is that they selfishly want to have. Like, do you really think that a country who doesn't care about the freedom and safety of their own civilians cares about the freedom and safety of another country's civilians? No. Countries like Israel and the United States, who have always bombed places and killed children, people in hospitals, civilians, in places like Gaza, in Lebanon, in Syria, Afghanistan, Iraq. Need I name more? And all of these in the name of helping the people. Only Israel could be bombing Iran, bombing Gaza, and bombing Lebanon all in the same day, and somehow convince the rest of the world and gaslight them and brainwash them into thinking it's all to help. These attacks today have nothing to do with freedom. Let's just get that straight. Freeing the people is a front for their ulterior agenda, and it always has been. War is only an advantageous benefit to the elite few and an absolute devastation to everyone else. It's about time the world, and especially Americans, open their eyes and see that. See what Middle Easterns have been trying to tell you for decades. Because time and time again, the victims are always in the Middle East. And whether we're in the diaspora or we live in the region itself, we're fucking tired. So to go back to the question from before, I don't know if I'll have anything important or educational or informative to say about the war between the US, Israel, and Iran. I have a lot of opinions about what's happening, and my opinions are not necessarily educational. They're just my thoughts. So to be completely honest, most of my attention and energy is being focused on my friends and family who are in the Middle East and making sure I'm up to date on what is happening. Right now, I'm staying informed, heavily informed, maybe a little bit too informed, and I'll probably repost things here, and I'm sharing a lot of things on my Instagram. But as of right now, in this moment, I am having a very hard time putting into coherent, well thought out words what I am thinking in a way that is safe to be said on this platform. The vast majority of our friends and family live in the region and in the countries being affected right now. So the fear and the heaviness hits just a little bit too close to home, quite literally. That's not to say I won't ever, or I won't post 20 videos tomorrow. That's just where my mind is at in this moment in time. I am just trying to stay informed like the rest of you are, and just trying to make sure that the people I care about are safe, along with the innocent civilians who are and will be greatly affected by all of this in horrific ways. So all of this to say, I hear you and I see you, and I'm just trying to stay informed like the rest of you, and I just can't focus my attention at this moment in time on making content to translate that information to everyone else because I'm trying to process it in multiple different ways. Yeah, I will end this by saying I will always support innocent people in countries with dictatorial regimes, and I will always support them being free. So that means that I will never fucking support the US and Israel sticking their grimy fingers into the Middle East over and over again. Hell, I'll never fucking support Israel or this US administration ever in my life. That's all. That's that. Please take care of yourselves.